Baby Sabrina got a man. Sabrina's got a man at home. His name is Damani, and he's willing to do whatever she wants. He'll take it at her pace. He'll kiss her on her face. If she needs some sperm, he's at hand. Ooh, Sabrina's got a good man at home. He not like the rest of you raggedy hoes as men's. Okay, he not like the rest of y'all.
And for the record, I ain't even plead the fifth.
Listen, first of all, Andy and Fatima come in like No Limit Soldiers one more time for one time, okay? Because Andy's contribution to become managing partner financially has gone through, right? So now she's managing partner for real, for real. Everybody's picking her up. Everybody's giving her mad props. Fatima's letting it, Robin know. Vincent is like, with your clientele, we're going to add more people. We're going to be fine. Money is going to be made. I could feel it. I could feel the money just falling into our hands. And it's congratulations all around. So by the time the rest of the partners leave, it's Robin, Andy, and Fatima still in the conference room. Hayden comes in, it's like, congratulations. Andy's becoming partner. Robin, how you doing? Dap up, shake, all that great stuff. And they all just looking like this right here. And then Fatima is playing cat and mouse games. Like, oh, you okay? You look like you're in pain. You look hurt. You okay? You need a doctor. You need a chiropractor. You need something. I call my cousin. Don't call your cousin. I don't need nothing from your cousin. So he ends up leaving, and Andy's like, Fatima, what was that? I don't know what you're talking about. So it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Talk about this like that. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, Andy, you're doing too much. Don't know what you're talking about. We're in mixed company. Robin wants to have a conversation with Andy, and Fatima's like, I don't know about that. But Andy's like, listen, we got a meeting coming up. Can you make sure everything is good for the meeting? She'd be like, I'll be in my office with my back watching you. So when it comes down to it, Robin is basically telling Andy, listen, the transitional period is over. I was just here to make sure that we had someone adequate to become the managing partner. And now that it's over, I'm going where I'm needed, and I'm going back to the UK branch. So it's just like, not Robin leaving. Y'all know I like watching Robin just, Robin. He's like, listen, there's nothing holding me here. He don't have Andy Love right now. He don't need to be at the law firm. He's needed in the UK. And it's just like, I understand that. But Andy, if you would tell this man that you are still in love with him and put the thing on him one good time, you had him at home trying to be a house husband. That's all I'm saying. And she's like, nothing holding you here. He was like, yeah, I was only here to make sure, see who became managing partner. I'm gone. And then we get Hayden. He's like, I got appointments. I got to move. People are calling me. Can't do that right now. It's just like, this is messy. It's getting sticky. This is about to get real sticky. Because I got a feeling like somebody gonna catch it. I can't even say what they gonna catch. It's just gonna be messy. Damani and Sabrina have just come back from their work trip in Turks and Caicos, like the retreat, everything, and they're talking. And they're like, I see why they don't want us to take photos. Cause listen, Phil almost got kicked off the resort, and he might have almost got us kicked off the resort. Oh girl, she fell in the water, but at least she the boss's boss. Ain't nobody gonna say that to her. It was crazy. So they're walking through the airport. They just got back there laughing there, ha ha ha, Nick Kiki Ken, just reminiscing about what happened on the trip. And Tony walks up talking about, you look like you're having fun. Oh, who is this? This is like, she introduces him. Oh, so the guy who was the bank post is so eager to give away his sperm. And Sabrina's like, what type of time are you on? He's like, I'm just trying to protect my boy. You and your little sister circle need to start taking accountability. You females need to start taking accountability for what y'all do. This is, you and Danny don't ever want to take responsibility for anything.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Sabrina told that man from the very beginning, she's getting her eggs harvested. She's getting her, eggs fertilized, and they're going to become embryos. And then she's going to put the embryos on ice until she's ready to have the baby. He was not listening to her. The doctor told him, you have sickle cell anemia. You can have a baby naturally, but doing it by way of I'm going to, be a sperm donor is not legal and we cannot do it. Serena did clock him on his stuff. It's been a month. You are still here making money. Danny is not at work. She's not making any money. And you refuse to take accountability for the part you played in her ultimately getting suspended. You, under the disguise of, I just wanted to help her. It's not my fault she didn't want to complete the leadership program. It's not my fault she didn't want to complete therapy. Danny, for all we know, up until this point, is still in therapy. You just thought she would be an easy fix. And it's just like, Danny has a lot of stuff to work through. Shut the fuck up. And then with this leadership program, she never wanted to be in the leadership program. You took it upon yourself to put her in the leadership program after the deadline, and then she told you she didn't want to be in it, and basically told her, well, I can't take you out because it would look weird. And that is what set Leonard on her ass. Yes, she threw coffee on him. She was wrong for that. But that man microaggression and macroaggression the hell out of her, and it was self-defense in my opinion. I agree with Serena, and I don't agree with her about much because her clothes is tacky as hell, and she always doing something to irk my spirit. But I agree with her on this. And then you all up in Damani's face, and throwing pot shots, and it's just like, go be with your ex-wife, please, on my face, because you talked about I tried to do this and I tried to do that, and it's just ultimately the only person who seems to be in trouble here is Danny. Not you, not Leonard, Danny. And it's like, I hope Danny sued the pants off you. A month without being in work, that's a month worth of bills not getting paid. What the fuck? But let me tell you something. Roots to Riches is popping. We down to the salon. We got, we got our little step and repeat thing. We got, we got banners. We got all, okay? We got backdrops. We got it all for Roots to Riches. And the promo for it, like the girl with it was cute. I liked it. But maybe they down there trying to, get it together. And Pam was like, if you want to get your edges laid, you don't want to be caught, messed up for the summer. You want them to lay down. You want them to be slicked down. You want them to look like fresh newborn baby hairs. Like fresh out newborn baby hairs. Come get Roots to Riches, all natural products. You got to get it because, listen, it's going to make you look so much better. And Karen is like, yeah, so much better. So great. Pretty. And she's not getting it. She's not getting to the social media of it all. And, Pam was like, what was that? I wrote you a script. She was like, I'm just not good at the social media thing. She was like, I wrote you a script. Read the script. I'll handle the rest. She was like, listen, you're great at being a brand ambassador. You just handle all of it. And then I'll just, do the business. Then Pam was like, I'm thinking we could use your story. Single mother, not knowing who the father is, 2 baby daddies. We can sell our products. And here go Karen. I'm not using my babies to sell products. It's just like, girl, you gotta use something. You gotta be unique. Unique? That's what you are. Alien superstar. Okay, you gotta do something that's gonna sell them jars to Roots to Riches. You got $150,000 on the line. Miss Marie and Hudson have been working together this whole time, and Miss Marie's sway she had on Judge Swinton possibly is over, or somebody got it to rescind because the power of attorney has been rescinded. Hudson no longer has power of attorney over Gary. And it feels like you should have moved everything around in the time that you did have power of attorney, because at this point in time, baby, this is messy. What are we going to do? What are y'all going to do? But she also had to tell Hudson, you better back off this gorgeous mug, okay? Hot, don't touch. Don't come over here. This is messy. Baby Zach at home looking at the board, and he's like, listen, I know I didn't do it because this would have been another conversation, but somebody did. So he started looking at the board, and he's like, okay, and he's like, he touched the picture of Gary and Andy, then a picture of Penelope, and then another picture of somebody else, because at first he was like, maybe it was Danny, but then he never had a reason. But he started touching these pictures, and he started putting it together. He's like, I got it. I got to tell Fatima. He called Fatima. Fatima can't really talk because she at work, and he like, Fatima, remember I was telling you about Penelope and da-da-da-da-da? And she's like, I can't talk right now. He's like, I can't believe she hung up on me. Then he comes in, she's like, listen, I feel like a middle school principal that just went through a divorce. I don't know what I'm going to do. And Fatima's like, girl, you got it. And walks Tony, the HR specialist and the lawyer for the company. Andy and Robin are talking, and Robin is like, it's going to be soon when I leave. But you're going to miss me, aren't you? And she was like, can we pick this conversation up later after I get to my meeting? He was like, listen, I'm still going to need an answer to my question. You're going to miss me, aren't you? And she was like, I'm going to miss my meeting if I can't get you up out of here. So when they sat down for the mediation, the lawyer where the opposing, the opposing counsel and Andy know each other. They're, having good rapport and everything. And, it's like, you practice family law. And she was like, listen, is malpractice? No, our workplace, discrimination, lawyer. She's out on maternity leave. I've been I've been brought up to speed about the case, so I'm stepping in. So this is where Tony is sitting there smoking. She's also her best friend. And it's like, first of all, that has no bearings on these proceedings, but thank you for putting that all on the table. And, Danny is like, really, this how you gonna play it? Okay. So when I get into it, it was like, oh, she was suspended without cause. She was suspended with cause. She assaulted an employee, a coworker, and she was like, I knocked iced coffee out of his hand. So you admit it, you attacked him. And it's just like, lady, I understand that you're doing your job, but when you hear what happened, you dummies are going to realize while her knocking the coffee out his hand was wrong, well, pouring the coffee on him or whatever was wrong. What he was saying to her, what he was doing to her was wrong because y'all did not create a safe environment. She was being microaggression and macroaggression the hell because of somebody making a decision for her. And now here we are in, proceedings. And, Andy had to tell us, like, calm down. I got this. Miss King, calm down. And then Danny had to let Miss HR lady know that my name is Daniela and you will address me as Miss King. You don't know me. You don't know me. And at the end of the day, these are the things that happen. Now, Miss Marie and, Hudson in her hotel room, and she was like, you assured me that the stabbing was going to get you control over Gary's financials and all his stuff, which you were going to sell to me at a fire sale so I could have control over his holdings, and then I would get the FBI off your ass. At this point in time, I don't know you because I don't even have all his stuff. I don't have his stuff, which means I don't know you. I can't help you. Who are you again? On top of that, I've underestimated the men that I've had around me most recently. And I can't keep doing that. Can't keep happening. But basically cutting you on your own. On your own. I forgot to add. He was like, you can't do this to me. And she was like, the only thing I have to do is stay beautiful, black, and die. And if Big Pharma has this way, I don't even have to do that. Now, baby Sabrina got a man at Sabrina's got a man at home. His name is Damani. And he's willing to do whatever she wants. He'll take it at her pace. He'll kiss her on her face. If she needs some sperm, he's at hand. Ooh, Sabrina's got a good man at home. He not like the rest of you raggedy hoes as men's. Okay, he not like the rest of y'all. Okay, he better than the rest of y'all men. He's gonna answer every call. He is getting to Damani. Now, Damani and Serena come back to her apartment. They got caught in Atlanta traffic. I hear it's awful. I don't know that life, okay? I don't drive. Not me. Anyway, they get back home and they're talking and they're reminiscing. And she was like, thank you for helping me, dropping me off at home from the airport and helping me with my bags. And, she's just smiling and laughing more. And he was like, I want that for you. I want you to smile more. I want you to laugh more. I want to be able to. Tell me what I gotta do to please you. Baby, anything you say I do. Because I only want to make you happy. From the bottom of my heart, it's true. Okay, that's it. I wish I could take a journey through your mind. Okay, you try to do everything your man won't do. I'm trying to do everything your man won't do. That's Damani. And Damani was like, I want to make you laugh more. I want to make you smile more. I want to do that. And if given the opportunity, I want to do it. And Sabrina was like, the situation is really complicated right now. And he was like, I understand that. I'll take it at your pace. Oh, baby, a man who understands will take it at your pace. It's bare minimum, but we love it. It's bare minimum. Someone who respects your space. And she was like, you want to come in? And he was like, listen, with everything that's going on, we're taking it at your pace. Everything is complicated. When you want me, you know where to find me. Whenever you want, I will provide. Okay. And he was like, I'm going to just leave you with on the hand. I'll see you later. Like, oh, you love to see it. Okay, a man who respects you, who's like, girl, you might want to invite me in and everything, but I'm gonna respect you even more. And I'm gonna say, let's wait on it. Okay, wait. And whatever happens, happens after. It's just like, yes, please go break up with Rich. He's not that dude. He's not that guy. He's not. He's not the one. He got the firm's private investigator to follow around the judge and the judge's grandson and found out that the judge's grandson was down to Atlanta Sex Club getting spit roasted. Shout out to you. Whatever floats your boat, maybe I don't judge. Well, some people need to be judged, but you getting spit roasted consensually at a sex club, we listen and we don't judge. And he used that against the judge, which means the judge was willing to disregard whatever Miss Marie, whatever relationship they had in order to make sure that the grandson's business wasn't put out on Front Street. So now Gary, is no longer under Hudson. He's getting wheeled out of the hospital by Hayden, and he talked about, I gotta tell you about this nurse. I think I'm in love. And it's just like, you always in love, Negro. You stay in love. You stay in love and ruining somebody's life. Get him out my face. Get him out my face. I'm tired. So obviously Penelope has learned nothing. Jordan down there in the prison system, he been there for a month after he tried to Gary, and he didn't do it right because Gary was screaming for security and he got locked up. Now the DA convinced the judge that he was a flight risk due to his connections to the DNC, so no bail. Now he's in there, he's like, oh, just leave me here to die. What did I do to deserve this? I have nothing on the outside, no politics, no job, no ANDI, no hope, no life. And it's just like, shut up. And she's like, we're gonna take care of all of this. We're gonna take care of all of this. And when we do, we're gonna make Gary and ANDI pay once and for all. And it's just like, ANDI had nothing to do with this. How did Jordan's life get here? By you getting involved with Gary and him taking money from Gary after ANDI told you not to. ANDI has tried to protect y'all time and time again. So hopefully you can get out of my face with this, because y'all made a series of choices going against what she said. She had already been through this with this man, and she told you verbatim what was going to happen. And what did y'all do? Y'all did the opposite. FEMA calls Zach back, and they were talking about everything. And he was like, I saw the case. And she was like, it really don't matter because Jordan was arrested for attempted murder and assault. He assaulted Gary at the hospital, so they think he's the one who tried to, take Gary out, which I don't believe it was him. But okay, here we are. Zach still feels like something is up with Gary, and it's like, I don't trust it. And it's like, I don't trust it either. Like, we shouldn't trust anything. Nothing should be trusted when it comes to them. And they talk about the fact that, ANDI got them strung out, definitely. That they want to put all the drama behind him. We definitely want to do that. And also, that Danny's meeting with the airlines. That, Zach was like, I trust ANDI to have my girls back and everything. And she's like, she's ANDI girls too. She's ANDI's girl too. So, she gonna make sure everything is on the up and everything's taken care of. And he's like, yeah, you're right. Because probably by the time ANDI's done with him, we gonna own the airline. It's just like, hell yeah. But baby Sabrina go down there and talk to that man. And he upset, talked about, I heard from Tony. I just wanted to see if y'all stories matched up. What? You just wanted to see if the stories matched up? For you. So you got your man posted up at the airport waiting for her to come through so you can see what she doing and what she got going on? He's a band. He's such a band. He's such a band. So they start talking, and he was like, you didn't consider how I felt when you decided to have a baby with another man. And it's just like, she's not having a baby. She had her eggs fertilized. And she was like, you, and talk about also going on a romantic vacation with him. First of all, she explained to you and had to reiterate, like, are you forgetting how emotionally, physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially taxing getting her eggs harvested was and going through the whole process? Are you forgetting all that? Oh yeah, it does not matter because your little feelings are hurt. She had to make a decision for herself. Either I lose out on this money and I possibly lose out on the possible chance of me having a baby in the future, because you don't know what could happen, and just have my eggs destroyed, or I go ahead and have them fertilized with the sample I already have and put my embryos on ice. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the sample I have and have my embryos put on ice. And he talking about romantic trip, and she was like, I went on a business trip. It was a business trip. What the fuck are you on? His ego, he meant that his ego is not being stroked. He's on my last nerves at this point. Sabrina, just be done with him. And then he dismisses Sabrina. dismisses her. Child, Miss Marie over there moving money around, talking about Jeffrey. I need you to put that, and these that amount in these accounts is under the limit. Okay, give love to the kids and the wife and everything. Good. Now let me go check on my pregnant bird. Hey, pregnant bird, Karen. How you doing? How the babies? Okay, great. How's that man? I told you. If it don't if he not there for you three, he not. We don't want him. Now down to the business. What's going on with these sales? What's the numbers looking like? What's happening? And we don't have the numbers yet, but we're doing better now. And I told you now, Miss Marie Willis is about business first. And if it don't make dollars and cents, I want a part of it. Get my drift? $150,000 is online. What y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? Big money, big money, big money, no whammies. Is basically what Miss Marie said. Miss Marie was like, okay, now if it don't make sense, if it don't make sense. So when she got off the phone with Karen, because now she done lit a fire up under Karen's ass like I ain't never seen before. Karen said, Pam, come on, girl. Come on with that camera, girl. Come on with the camera. Okay, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Now, see, Andy was down there doing what we knew she could do, what the Lord told her to do, what she went to school for. Okay, she was lawyering. Okay, she was being a lawyer. We love it. We love to see it. Andy just basically ran it down like I've been telling y'all for weeks, for months. For why? For K. That ultimately Danny wouldn't be in this situation with the alleged incident, even though we know Danny poured the coffee on him. And nobody who witnessed it can be like, oh yeah, she poured the coffee on him unwarranted, because y'all either weren't paying attention to everything that happened, or y'all just didn't care and y'all only saw that moment. But the witnesses don't really matter at this moment. Danny was microaggression and macroaggression the hell out of. She was insulted and sexually harassed by Leonard by way of Tony putting her in this leadership program that she did not want to be in. She expressed that she did not want to be in, and he put her in because he thought that this is what was best for her. He thought that she wanted to advance her career at the airport, when we all know she only at this job to pay her bills. And they're all like, well, this and well that. And Andy is gathering them all up, and it's just like, so we are aware that him doing what he did wasn't because my client asked him to, because she asked him, did Miss King ask you to do anything for her? No, I just felt like, so most of everything that Tony is saying in this mediation is, I felt like this and I felt like that, and I thought this. Nothing that Danny ever asked him to do. So when girl from HR was like, well, I looked up and delved into her and these other incidents, is like, we're not talking about other incidents. We're here about the Leonard situation, and why isn't Leonard suspended as well? Like, what's going on here? And Andy ends it with, I hope this makes y'all aware that my client is the victim of one misogynistic, patriarchal, work environment by not only Leonard, but also Tony. And why isn't Tony suspended as well? Because ultimately, this all started with you. Danny didn't have no problems with Leonard until you put her in that leadership program that she never asked to be in the first place. I'm like, you know what? I love Andy when she is in her lawyer bag. Come on, lady lawyer. Come on. Get it, girl. Get it. That being said, like, comment, subscribe, turn post notifications on, and share me with your people. Don't forget to hit those links in the description box down below. Follow me on my platforms and be looking out for more things that I'm putting out. And I'll see y'all for the next one. Bye.